In this video, I'm going to show you how to record internal computer audio with optional microphone input saved as an MP3 file on a Windows PC. Just make sure to watch to the very end so you don't miss anything. Let's go. All right, let's jump right in. First, go to obsproject.com and download and install OBS Studio. This is free and open source recording software. Once installed, open up OBS Studio. First things first, we're going to open settings and set things up. We'll be setting up output, audio, and video. First, open output and make sure you have a recording path set up. This is where OBS Studio saves files to, so make sure you have that set up. I have mine set to the desktop. Then set the quality to high quality and the recording format to MP4, which is a universal format. So at the moment, OBS Studio doesn't support MP3, so we'll be converting the output to an MP3 file in a later step. So unless you see MP3 in this list, it's fine if we just choose MP4 here. Now open audio, and here you can configure where your desktop and microphone audio are coming from. For example, if you have multiple microphones, you can just come here and select the one you want. I'll just leave this as default for now. Finally, open video. Then open output resolution and choose the smallest size available, and then choose 30 frames per second as the frame rate. Just to be clear, we are only interested in the audio, but OBS Studio saves the file as a video, so we just want to make sure that the file isn't unnecessarily large for no reason. So now we are all set. Just click OK to save the settings. Now at the bottom here, you can see that we have an audio mixer with two inputs, one for your desktop audio and another for your mic. So I'll just play some example audio, and here we can see that it's coming through. Now, if you want to use your mic during the recording, you might want to lower the desktop audio a bit so your voice isn't drowned out by the computer's audio. Also, just make sure your mic audio isn't cutting into this red here when you talk. If it exceeds 0 decibels, it'll start to clip and sound really bad. And if you don't want to use your mic, you can always click this button to mute it. I'll leave it muted for this tutorial. So when you're ready to record, just click Start Recording. It'll warn you that we're not capturing any video, and again, that's perfectly fine because all we want is the audio. So click Yes to continue. And now we are recording. So I'll just play some audio as an example. Then click Stop Recording. Now we can see here on the desktop, it saved the MP4 file. If we double click that, we can hear that it successfully captured the audio. But we're not done yet. It's still saved as a video file, and we need this to be an MP3. To convert the video to an MP3, just open videoland.org and download VLC Media Player, which is a free open source media player that can actually convert files as well. Once it's installed, open up VLC and choose Media Convert/Save. Then drag your MP4 recording into this box here at the top and click the Convert/Save button. Choose the profile dropdown and select Audio MP3, and then click Browse to set the destination file. I'll choose my desktop and I'll save it as output.mp3. Then click Save and click Start. And after a moment, your MP3 will be saved. So now we have this as an MP3 file, but we're not quite done yet. Remember, there's still a big gap of silence at the beginning and the end, and the audio volume is probably a little bit too quiet, so we need to clean the file up a bit. For the last tool in our arsenal, go to audacityteam.org and download the open source software Audacity, which is a 100% free audio editing tool. Be sure to click download without MuseHub, as we don't need that. Now, if you already have Audacity installed, just go to help and check for updates to make sure you have the latest version. Once it's installed, launch it, and if you're greeted with this prompt, just click disable UUID to turn off usage tracking. And if you're shown this cloud setup dialog, again, we don't need that. Just click don't show this again at startup and click the X to close. Now, just drag and drop your raw MP3 recording into Audacity, and here you'll see the sound waves for your recording. So far, so good. So now we just need to trim this blank space off. Click the selection tool, it's this button right here. Select the areas to remove and press the delete key. So now we have our full clip. The last step before we export is to make sure that the audio is loud enough. When we record, it actually uses the volume the system is set to, which might be lower than we want in the actual recording. It might be a little too quiet, but we can easily fix this in Audacity. Select the clip by clicking the header for it, then open the Effect menu, Volume and Compression, and choose Normalize. You can just keep the default settings and then click Apply. This brings the audio up to a standard volume without distorting it. And now we are ready to export. Just click File, Export Audio, Export to Computer, and choose the MP3 files format. Give it a file name here. I'll just make it final.mp3 and choose where you want to save it. I'll just save it to my desktop. Optionally, if you click Edit Metadata, you can add some details about the recording if you'd like. Then when you're ready, click Export. When it's done, you can just double-click the file to preview your new masterpiece. Now I know that was a lot of steps, so you can just pause here if you need to. By the way, if you're getting value out of this video, hit like, subscribe, and tap the notification bell to get more valuable content like this. So now you can record computer audio mixed with a microphone on a Windows PC. If this video helped, leave a comment below. Now, if you don't want to use the microphone at all and you just want the computer audio, there's actually a way to do all of these steps right within Audacity, which you now have installed. Check that out in this video right here. And if you want to learn how to screen record with computer audio and a mic using OBS Studio, which you also now have installed, check out this video next. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.